Are you from Florida? Do you pronounce it this way? Perhaps, as these comments suggest, this pronunciation is prevalent in other parts of the United States. Hello, I'm Lawrence, and I'm on a quest to uncover all of the memos that Britain and America lost in the pond, and one of those memos pertains to places, and more specifically, how we say them. Now, unfortunately, us Brits do have a pretty mixed history when it comes to pronouncing American cities and states. Just ask anybody from Nevada, for whom a video of a similar ilk is waiting in the wings. Indeed, you could even take a gander at my video backlog to witness my own overly confident attempts at Mackinac Island, Marin County, Willamette Valley, all of which I just intentionally rebutchered for your listening displeasure. Now, as it happens, that last one, which I'm reliably informed is pronounced Willamette, damn it, is the perfect segue into today's thunderous pronunciation conundrum. How do you pronounce the state through which the Willamette Valley runs? Now, first, some backstory. This question first planted itself betwixt my cerebral cortex on a recent visit to, of all places, southern Idaho. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't Idaho the next state over? How does your brain work? And the answer to both questions is barely. Except there's a perfectly good reason that southern Idaho is the fortress through which to ponder such absurdities. And that's because, traversing the otherwise barren terrain of the lower counties, I happened upon a certain trail of the 19th century. Or, an addictive computer game from the 20th. Now, ignore the fact that my family thereafter succumbed to typhoid. The fact is, I spent my final remaining hours contemplating the following two things. Why has no one invented penicillin? And did this commentator speak for all her people when she thanked me for getting the pronunciation right? And if I was getting it right, in what manner were some Americans getting it wrong? So for the record, I always pronounce it oregano. Wait, no, that's an entirely different video. I always pronounce it Oregon. I'm just repeating it until you're convinced. Now, call me crazy, and this is a question for Oregonians. How else do people pronounce it? Do they make it rhyme with foregone? Or do they pronounce a sound not dissimilar to octagon? Or are they simply yelling from the top of their lungs, Oregon, which, sounds like a line from 50 Shades of Grey, the Irish version. Now, really, I'm asking these questions because A, I'm a little bit of a word nerd, and B, I like to start flame wars. That is why last night I conducted a poll asking you lot how you pronounce it, and the results were absolutely staggered. Not staggering, that would be giving you way too much credit. Over 50% of you said your pronunciation was closest to mine, that is, Oregon, while 12% admitted to emphasizing the final syllable and making it rhyme with scone. Ooh, controversial, Lawrence. And 35% chose to make life harder for yours truly by saying other. Thanks for that. Make me do extra work, why don't you? So, glancing through your comments, a big shout out to Monsieur John Whipple. Are you French? Probably not. Who said that his pronunciation was a homophone with the word organ, which absolutely does not work with a British accent. And this one's weird. An inordinate number of people, particularly in Florida, insist on merging the two words or and again, as in Oregon. Are you from Florida? Do you pronounce it this way? Perhaps, as these comments suggest, this pronunciation is prevalent in other parts of the United States. Let me know in the comments below. In the meantime, it only seems right to put the final verdict into the hands of the people that matter most, the Oregonians, which does sound like a species from Star Trek: The Next Generation. So get the pronunciation right, or they'll hunt you down and enslave your people. Okay, time for me to get going. Oregon from here. That was a pun, a terrible pun. Until next time, goodbye. Where on earth? Oh, hello. Thank you for watching this latest episode of Lost in the Pond, and if you like what you see on this channel, why not consider becoming a patron of Lost in the Pond like these fine folks that you see here to the right. One of the perks of doing so is you get to join my Patreon-only live stream every Tuesday night, no matter how big or small your pledge. So if you want to support this channel and help make it grow larger than the sun, then go to patreon.com/lostinthepond. Now, if you like this video, there are two more things that you should do at this very moment. Firstly, share it with the entire world, and secondly, check out this related video. I highly recommend it, but please, binge responsibly. And finally, if you've not had the chance to do so, you can subscribe to Lost in the Pond in a very satisfying way by punching my stupid little face. Until the next video, goodbye.